shotgun now for Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to rifle one deep. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 3rd down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Broncos nothing. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now Jackson on first down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Jackson. Barkley a first down and more. And finally marked down at the 23. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Going for it all. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His 10th touchdown this season, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he returns this to the 22.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here, one. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
shifts past him. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 36-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
13, Broncos 7.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
That ties the game, 13 all.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
3rd down here.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Carr again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now finally got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
The first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, Barkley trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
44, Mike, 44.
From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
At the 36-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right, and it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Noah Igbenogany.
Here's Jackson to throw. This is caught, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Dallas Goedert with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos have broken the tie. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Score, Broncos 20, Raiders 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
1st and 10.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. you're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Max Crosby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Reception here by Ruggs. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Raiders.
The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Dawson Knox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Carlson on for the PAT. And And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
That ties the game at 20-all.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
From the 25 on second down, Jackson. Now he'll escape to his right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A fairly short kick from the 14. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think...
And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Play action. It's Jackson. Going up top. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Not much there, only a yard.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
7-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're good at training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
12 yards there and a first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45.
Brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the penalty, it's Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown.
Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Makes the score. Raiders.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Jackson now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
3rd down and 13.
Again, Jackson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
They'll take.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
36-yard line.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It'll be a gain of 11, and the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 26-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a gain.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but, hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this 1st down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Second down and goal. Carr sliding out, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Raiders add on to their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Jackson's pass.
Call it a gain of 12, but, of course, not a first down due to the previous penalty.
It's now 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. They'll run with Barkley and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Throwing his car on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
44, Mike, 44. He can't hang.
Now Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
On the pickup brings up second and 2.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tanner Muse with it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last point of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Las Vegas, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.